Good morning, happy Saturday. How are we all? So I've been looking through my news feed at all of my friends who are over in Vegas, who experienced of a lifetime last night, really, watching Tony Robbins from, I think it was like 6 till 10 their time, which was like 2 in the morning till 6 our time. And I've been looking at everyone's news feeds this morning, and like just all of my friends had such an amazing night last night. And Mike and I had originally booked the hotel, the conference, everything, and we were going. We had babysitter sorted for the kids, and really excited about going over there. Absolutely love GoPro. I've been twice now. I went to Vegas on my own 2 years ago. Went by myself. Hi guys, let me know when you're on. Say hello. Morning Dee. Yeah, so I went on my own 2 years ago. This time 2 years ago, decided to just take the plunge and go. Everyone was questioning like, why are you going over there and what are you doing? But I just had a feeling that I needed to be there. I didn't really know why. But I just had a feeling. Like, I was about 1.5 years into my business at that point, and I just thought, yeah, I need to go and be there. And I didn't know anyone who'd ever been, really, and I went and stayed with Lauren Slocum, and she's ace, and I had a really, really good time, and she really looked after me. But and I got to meet some amazing people, and it really set me up for probably the next 2.5 years, really, or 2 years. I think it was November 2014 that I went. Hi, Harriet. So anyway, yeah, we had it all booked to go this year. We went to he came to Manchester last year. Some of the best speakers in the world were there, and like, we were just like, wow, it's in Manchester. So we absolutely loved it. People came from all over the world to the Manchester event last year. But this year, and he's been talking about it for ages, Tony Robbins, who's if you don't know who Tony Robbins is, just go on YouTube or Google him. He's an amazing personal development coach, like the best in the world by a mile, like miles and miles. He's awesome. I watch all of his videos. I've learned loads just virtually from him. I've obviously never met him yet. He was doing 4 hours last night, and it's all over my Facebook this morning. And I'm like, because we didn't go, and I'm going to tell you why in a minute. And it's still the right decision, because sometimes this is the point of the video. You have to do the right thing, and it might not feel like the right thing. It might feel difficult sometimes to do what the right thing is. But you have to know, only you know what's the right thing for you. So anyway, not only was Tony Robbins speaking last night, but Richard Branson speaking tonight. I'm like, like, Richard Branson's just like the ultimate entrepreneurial guy, isn't he? He's the ultimate person who you want to emulate his mindset, his life. Normal outfit today, normal clothes today. I've actually just dropped the kids off at their drama club, so I've got a few minutes to myself. But yeah, so Richard Branson, so when we first found out, hi Rachel, when we first found out that Tony Robbins and Richard Branson were speaking at GoPro in Vegas, we were like, we're going, no matter what happens, we're going to be there. Booked everything, got it all sorted, and as I said, we've been looking forward to it for a long time. However, then the opportunity came up for us to go over to Dubai last week, to launch the business there, which we hadn't known about originally when the Vegas opportunity came up. So we talked about what were the options and what could we do, because basically the Dubai trip was going to finish on the day that we pretty much needed to fly. We probably would have been home for about 24 hours, and we would have had to fly out to Vegas for a week. So it was a difficult decision, because on the one hand, we really want to go for all of the reasons that I've just said. It's like a once in a lifetime opportunity, really, to see Richard Branson and Tony Robbins on the same stage. Was pretty much a once in a lifetime chance to do that. But on the other hand, there's a once in a lifetime chance to launch a new country. Like, the business opportunity to launch a new country for us, to be involved in that, is like a once in a lifetime chance too. And then the third element of all of that is, the children. So we have to take into consideration what's the best thing to do for everybody, because the family has to come first, obviously, because that's why we do what we do. Ultimately, we do everything that we do to make life better for all of us and for our family and for the kids predominantly, to give them a better life, to give them all of the things that they want, to be able to, people ask me what my why is and my reason for what we do. And do you know what? The very simple way of putting what my why is and my reason for what we do is to be able to say yes. To be able to say yes to my children when they ask me, can they do something? Can we go somewhere? To be always able. I might not always say yes, because you can't say yes to your kids all the time, but I want to be always able to say yes. Yes, we can go to that place. Yes, you can go on that trip. Yes, you can have that thing. Yes, just to be able to say yes. We have to say no to our children so much that the reason we do this business, at such a high level is exactly that, is so that we can say yes to those kids, to our kids for the rest of their lives, say yes to each other, say yes to opportunities, say yes to everything that we want to do. So because that's why we want to do stuff, then we had to say, well, hang on, we're going to have to say no to something here because we can't do everything. And that was a real challenge for us because we so badly wanted to be in both places, but we also so badly wanted to be at home with the kids as well. So, and also, how will we, even if we decided that we needed to do both trips, right? We needed to go to Dubai and to Vegas and be away for the best part of 2 weeks. We just don't have that childcare option either. So the point of the video really was about making difficult decisions sometimes, and to have 2 opportunities of a lifetime pretty much back to back in a week, and then have other things that we need to be here for the kids as well, to really have to make a decision about what was going to be our priority, what's the thing that's going to be the most important. So what I do, and I'd love to know what you guys do, how do you make a decision when you've got 2 lifetime opportunities that are, and the third priority, which is your family? How do you make a decision about what takes precedence? So for us, we were like, okay, so which one of these things is going to give us more opportunity in the long run to be able to say yes, right? So if our vision and our mission and our goal with the business and in our lives is to be able to say yes to things and yes to people, got lipstick on my teeth, and yes to the kids more often, which one of these things, going to Vegas, going to Dubai or staying at home, is going to enable us to say yes more often? So we decided, after much to-ing and fro-ing and chatting, Dubai was just a no-brainer for us. It was just like, okay, to be involved. The company hasn't launched a new country, I think, for 10 years, certainly not in the time that I've been involved. So to get in at the ground level in terms of being involved in it and meeting the people and going over there and just being involved in the launch meeting last Tuesday was just that was a lifetime opportunity. I don't know when that might have happened again. It might do when we open another country, might get that opportunity, I don't know. But for me, it was all these one-off kind of life changes. We had to decide which was going to be the biggest one for us. And we decided really that going to Dubai for us, enable us to say yes to the kids, to each other, to ourselves all the time, which is absolutely the reason why we do what we do, to be able to say yes, to be able to have to say yes to going to Dubai, and on this occasion having to say no to the Vegas opportunity was really what we thought and still think actually was the right decision. But it doesn't mean that it's easy, and it doesn't mean that I look at my newsfeed this morning, I'm like, oh, I would so love to be there. I would so love to be there. And I think even more so because I've been before and I know what the atmosphere is like. And when I went, there was, I think, 10,000 people. This year, there's 20,000 people. Tony Robbins, Richard Branson, Jeff Roberti spoke last night. He was brilliant. There was a panel of what they call millennial rising stars, so millionaires who are under 30. Just amazing content. You get to meet people at these events that you just don't, that I just never met in my life before. I never met in such a confined environment so many inspirational, amazing people who just want to share everything with you. There's no this is mine and that's yours. There's no I'm too good for you or it's just 20,000 givers, 20,000 people who are having fun, 20,000 people who want to share with you, 20,000 people who want to know about you, 20,000 people who want to share what they're doing with you. It's I'm 40, I have never come across anything in my life like that before. So to miss out on that opportunity in the moment is still a little bit painful. However, last week when we went to Dubai, was much calmer, but the same. We had, you know, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people who are givers, hundreds and hundreds of people who care about everybody else, hundreds of people who want to help you to achieve your hopes, your dreams, your goals, enable us to say yes all the time, right? So in the same vein, we were still surrounded, maybe and we had lunch or dinner. We had dinner a couple of times with Sven Goebel, who's, you know, he's one of the most inspirational men that I've ever met, and to be able to just sit and have a drink with him and have dinner with him, that's a one-off, you know, that we get to do that quite often, but it's not something that a lot of people really get to do, to just be around people who just lift you up all the time. I come away from any of those conversations and I feel like, right, I can do anything, we can achieve anything, we can go anywhere, we can just say yes, much more than we said yes before. But there are times when I think the goal, so think about yourselves, if you're interested, think about yourselves. Can you, or are you doing enough in your life right now to enable you to just say yes all the time if you want to? And if you're not, what are you going to do about it? At least I know that I'm doing something that's enabling me to say yes all the time. Right, I'm not going to say yes all the time, exactly like this scenario. Okay, I said yes to Vegas, then I realised that we couldn't go because I wanted to go to Dubai, because I need to be here for my kids too. I needed to be here because part of my story is that we are here for the kids. We take them to school every day. We pick them up from school every day. I wanted to be able to drop them at theatre group this morning, which is where they are. I wanted to take them swimming this week. I went into kids' school this week and talked to the kids about, in 2 different classes, 2 different year groups, about what it's like to run your own business. What are the challenges? Why is it better? Why is it more challenging? Giving them at 9, 10 and 11 just some stuff to think about. I wouldn't have been able to do that if I'd gone to Vegas. I wouldn't have been able to do loads of stuff this week. But it doesn't mean that I'm not like a tiny little bit like, oh, you know, there's a little gap in me that's going, oh, I really would love to be there. But when you make a decision, and this is the kind of second half of it really, the second part of it, when you make a decision that you're not going to do something, or that you have to make a difficult decision about something, then you need to stick to it and not question yourself. So I don't question. I said to Mike last night, I wish we were there, and he was like, I know we made the right decision. I'm like, no, I totally agree with you. I know we made the right decision, but it doesn't mean that I don't wish we were there. It doesn't mean that I'm not looking at like Amy and Michelle and Haley and Bully and all the other guys that are out there, Anna, you know, that are out there just living that dream. And I'm so, do you know what I love is that those guys that are in my team somewhere, like they're experiencing something. Oh, I've got lipstick all over my chin. They're experiencing something, and because I've been before, I know the emotions that they're going through, and I'm so excited for them. So I might not be there, but I got the live feed, so there's a great opportunity. I paid $200 so I could watch it in my living room. So that's the best, and there's always a second best option. So could I go? No, not this time. I couldn't, but I can watch it in my living room. So we got some friends around last night. We've got more people coming around tonight. We watched it together. But once you make a decision, if it's a difficult one, it doesn't matter. Make a decision and stick to it. Don't question whether it was the right thing or not, because you can't change it once you've done it. Once you've made that decision that it's right, you stick to it. And you know, I'm living it voyeuristically through those guys. So all the live feeds that they're sharing, I've had FaceTimes twice today from Amy McDermott and the girls, which is just fab. You know, Anna Bonasera's Snapchat, if you're not on it, go and follow Anna. She's Snapchatting everything, and just brilliant. And I'm so chuffed for them because I know for them, right, to go back to what I said earlier about being able to say yes, for a lot of those guys, they've got kids. Anna's got 3 kids, Amy's got 2 kids, Michelle's got 2 kids. You know, they've all got stuff, loads of reasons that they could have said no, but they didn't. They said yes. And this business enables you to say yes. Making decisions about what you do, just do something that means in the future you're going to be able to say yes more often, because that's exactly my vision for my life, to be in a position to be able to say yes to my kids, yes to life, yes to opportunities, yes to my husband, yes to holidays, yes to shopping, yes to every opportunity that comes along. I don't want to have to say no to anything. I want to be able to say no, which is totally different, but I want to be able to say yes. I want to be able to go, yes, I'm going to do that thing. Because I can. Because I've created a life for ourselves where we can say yes to things. Where we've got the choice to say yes to things. And what I was doing before, 4 years ago, was not taking me in that direction. Absolutely not in any way, shape or form was what I was doing before taking me in that direction. This is taking me. I'm almost there already, really, in a lot of ways that I can say yes to things. Most of the reasons that we can't say yes to things are like logistical, because of family or whatever. But now, like 10 years time, I know in 10 years time we'll be able to say yes to everything that we want to say yes to. We're not going to be able to have to say, I can't afford it, or it's too time consuming, or I don't have time, or I have to ask somebody. You know, we are doing everything that we need to do to be able to say yes to absolutely everything. And if we need to make difficult decisions, we'll still make them, and we'll stand by them, and whatever social media is around at the time, we'll probably put a mirror on it and go, here's what you could have won. That's fine, right? That's fine. But the beautiful thing is that I'm not sitting at home going, I wish I was there, because I had to say no. I'm sitting at home going, I wish I was there, but I chose to say no. Big difference. Means I'm not feeling sorry for myself. Total waste of time, right? Different video. But I'm at home, I'm going to repeat that, I'm not at home watching Facebook going, I wish I was there, because I had to say no. I'm watching that saying, I wish I was there, but I chose to say no. We chose to say no on this occasion. But I know there's something else will come along, and I know it will, that we'll be able to say yes to, because that's the life that we're creating. So whatever it is that you're doing, if it's taking you in a direction where you're going to be able to say yes to things, then keep doing it. If not, maybe have a look at what your hopes and dreams and goals are, and think of a way. How are you going to achieve them? How are you going to create a life for yourself where you can say yes, or you can say no and stand by your decision and not regret it? Anyway, I'm going to go and leave you to your Saturday. Thanks very much for your interaction. Thanks very much for getting involved. I love a bit of Facebook Live. I think it's fabulous. It's like wicked reality TV. So I'll see you all later on. Have a great day. I'm going to go home and probably try and watch the Tony Robbins that I missed last night on the live news feed. I'm really excited. I think he's epic. As I said earlier, if you don't know who he is, go and watch it on YouTube or something. He's just sets up my day every single day. Thanks for your interaction. Bye, Lynn. Bye, Alex. I'll see you all really soon. Hi, Louise. I hope you're feeling okay. I hope you're feeling better. You know, definitely you should go and watch some Tony Robbins. You'll feel amazing. I'll see you all soon. Oh, I'm going to Lynn, the night cream, I am on it, I promise. See you later. Bye.